Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. Another awesome day, and today I come to you from one of my favourite locations in Sydney. You know where I am. I'm at Bronte on this massive surf day. As you can see, the surf is just crashing into the coast and there's whiteout everywhere. But it's a beautiful day, and I love the energy. I love the awesome energy of the ocean, and as you can see, the ocean is just pumping into that pool there and turning that pool into one big effervescence experience for that lady down there in the pool at the moment. Middle of winter, but it doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the coastline, doesn't mean you can't enjoy the pool. And what I've noticed over the years is that there are more women braving the elements these days than men. In the past, you'd expect the men to be leading the charge and doing all the dangerous activities, whereas now there's nothing to differentiate a man from a woman, and if anything, women have lifted themselves and taken on the challenge, and men, unfortunately, don't know why, have backed off and are taking a back seat. Anyway, today I want to take you on another journey and chat to you about a subject which is near and dear to my heart. And I'll talk to you once again about a late uncle of mine, my Uncle George. And I remember years ago we were chatting away, and he said to me something which really stood with me and has been part of my philosophy ever since. He said, "Jim, once you get to a certain age, you need to turn months into years." Let me say it one more time, because it is deep and it is quite powerful, because not far after he told me this, my Uncle George got ill at a relatively young age. Both he and his brother both succumbed to illnesses and were taken much too early in their lives. So his philosophy, his advice is pertinent, because he was probably about my age when he was telling me that at a certain age you need to turn months into years. What did he mean by that? What he meant by that was that once you get to an age where your kids grow up and you've made a certain amount of money and you've achieved a certain level of comfort in your life, you need to then start thinking about your future and not taking it for granted. Far too many people leave too many things too far into the future and end up missing out. So what my uncle suggested was that once you get to a certain age, just start doing as much as you can, as often as you can. Tick off as many things as you can, because you never know when your last day comes to you. And as my uncle said, you don't want to spend the last days of your life regretting the things that you haven't achieved. So I guess in a nutshell, it's not about just doing things, but it's about having relationships, catching up with people, closing the loop, apologising to the people that you need to apologise to, making amends with the people that you may not have been cordial with for most of your life, but also living some of those dreams that you've always had. Taking your wife on a holiday to a certain destination, travelling to Greece, travelling to your homeland, and just doing more than just sitting at home and sitting on the couch. yes, it's important to have a comfortable life, but you also need to have a life which is fulfilling as well. And for the adventurous type, like my Uncle George, my Uncle John, and most of my uncles, we're all quite adventurous. It's all about getting up and getting things done, and basically turning each day into another opportunity to fulfill certain dreams and to live fully, to live your life fully in terms of your spirituality, your physicality, your health, your relationships, recreation, and all of those things which are important to you at that point in time. So the message to all of us is that we don't know. None of us know when our last day is upon us. So be bold, be adventurous, be open to doing more things as you get older, and don't be scared. Don't be scared and locked up, and don't become a recluse in your older days. I find a lot of people around me, once they get to a certain age, they want to spend more time locked up at home. Why? Why? When you can get up and get out and just do things. If you haven't got a car, there's a bus, there's a train, there are friends, there are communities. Organise to get out and about. Make the most of your day so that you can feel as if you've done something. Sydney's beautiful. You know, every single day, regardless of whether or not it's winter, summer, autumn or spring, the beach is here. There are people swimming. There are places you can walk. Get a group of people together, go for a walk, go for a bit of a walk and talk session. The sun this morning is glorious. Just feeling it on the skin is invigorating and enlivens you. And look at the power of those waves. How can that not empower you and just give you extra strength? The oxygen and just being in this sort of environment is very, very uplifting. So, take my uncle's advice. Do more with your life. Turn your months into years. Do what you used to do in a year in a month. There's no rules which say that you have to go home after work. Organise with your partner to catch up somewhere. Start your night somewhere else. Of course, end up at home, but you don't have to go home first before you go out. Organise to catch up before you go out or before you go home. Anyway, enough from me for today. But let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well. Oh, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, make the most of your day, stay relevant, stay healthy, and as my Uncle George used to say, turn your months into years, turn your days into weeks. Just do as much as you can while you can, and enjoy it. You don't have to do it on your own. Do it with the people around you. Be the catalyst that brings people together. Bring the purpose, the reason for people to get together and to have some fun. Don't leave it to other people. You be the one to organise it. Because once you organise it, then others will benefit as well. Anyway, Yassas, take care. From beautiful Bronte on this big ocean swell day. Take care. Kita tapume. Yassas. Take care. Bye.